Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Black Women Love Football, the East Ain't Easy female analysis of the NFC East of the NFL. My name is Coach Terry Bryant. I am going to be your moderator for tonight. And I have some young ladies. Hey, Donna Jacobs. And thank you for your service. First of all, I want to say Happy Veterans Day to all of our ladies, especially all of our ladies in Black Women Love Football. I know Donna is a veteran, and we got some other. Any of y'all vets on here?
No.
I am.
So
Well,
that I acknowledge y'all. So happy Veterans Day to everybody. So anyway, my name is Coach Terry Bryant. I'm actually a football coach. We had a nationals for the Black Women Love Football back in July, and I co-hosted a women's clinic, and we actually have another nationals coming up in Charlotte next July, and we welcome everybody to go in and make sure you get registered for that, because we're going to host another women's clinic, and we're also just going to have a lot of fellowship amongst all of the Black women that love football women. So what I wanted to do, let's do some groundwork for this. Guests are encouraged to defend their team or challenge other guests. We might throw in a little bit of trash talking here, a little bit. I'm all about them Cowboys, but I'm not even going front. The Eagles is leading, and Fly Eagles Fly. They won another good one against them peoples that we tied up against, and them green and yellow people. So who wants to start?
I will. I just want to say take a little moment for
For
Marshawn
Marshawn?
Millen. Yes, before we get
Absolutely.
started.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna take that moment of silence. And amen. Listen,
Amen.
that's probably one of the saddest
amen.
things
It really is.
ever.
It is.
Ever.
I saw a video of him
Ever.
this morning. There was a video, and in the video, there was somebody that had drawn a picture of somebody, and they were asking random players as they walked past, "Do you know who this is in the picture?" And looking at everybody, they had on shorts, and I'm thinking maybe it could have been very early in the season or maybe preseason or something. And he walked past and they asked him if he knew who it was. And it just tore me up because he looked so happy and just so carefree and
You just
I was just like, I
never
cannot
know
believe.
what people
Yes.
are
Yes, it
going
was
through.
just really heartbreaking. I mean, he's the same age as my son. I mean,
Yeah.
Because you got to
Um,
remember that's their whole goal is to cover it up. They are not trying to leave no um signs that they going through this issue because they think they can fix it. They don't want anybody else, and it's negative when we get to saying people have mental issues. It's not what can I do for you? It's like, oh man, you crazy,
well,
and it's
I,
unfortunate.
I think that when, in the football life, you're always just coming across as just always having to be strong. And I
Exactly.
just think that for men, it just comes across as a weakness. And even especially in the Black men, my husband is very, very strong, and there's been times where I've kind of mentioned him going to therapy over some stuff from his past. You could tell that kind of still keeps coming up, and he's like, uh. You know what I mean? Because I think there's a bad stigma in the
yeah.
Black community, especially amongst Black men, about going to therapy. And I
Mhm.
Yeah.
think that sometimes that's just is something that I think we just need to fix. And even for me, growing up, and I went to therapy, but what I had to learn is you just can't go to anybody as a therapist.
Right.
I had to go to somebody that looked like me, right? And
Right.
so, and that was when I started kind of getting some breakthroughs with the stuff that I had went through from my childhood. And then I also I coached a women's team, and probably the strongest female on our team, she just did the same thing, just a couple of weeks ago, and it was just so devastating and so shocking
Ooh.
to us that it wasn't even funny, because we would have never guessed that she, of everybody on the team, would have done that, or was even going through anything. And so I just want to make sure that, even if you guys are on here, make sure that if you are struggling, we got 40,000 women. If you don't want to go to a person that's a professional, find you somebody that you feel like that you can trust. My phone and email and inbox is always open, because sometimes you just need somebody to talk to, just to be able to walk things out and give you some words of encouragement. And I hope, and that's what I love about the Black Women Love Football group that Susan Fox created, is that it created a sisterhood for us, and we're able to come on and do things like this, and we're able to meet up with each other, and we're able to do things together and create that sisterhood, so that we can lean on each other. And that's my little soapbox on that. And I don't know. We want to get back to our regular programming, but that was definitely a serious issue that I felt like we needed to adjust.
Yeah. So we was in a bye week this week. Thank God.
Thank God we were in a bye
Thank
week.
God. But I'm always repping that star. Always. All I got to say is Agent O on his way back. That's it. That's all.
That's it. Well, let me make sure Vasty, Tina Childs, Tina is my girl.
Yeah.
Diane Barney, she's a Cowboys fan, it's my girl. Julia Barkley, Stacy Ferguson, hey everybody, Tehran, hey, and Bird Gang. Janice.
That's right.
Come on with it, Janice.
Come on.
I think I should go last. I think y'all got a lot of explaining to do.
Okay, well, we'll go last.
Okay.
Tommy, what y'all think about y'all firing y'all coach?
Oh, I'm happy. I know I missed the week, and I know when the Shay was here, y'all was speaking to her about the coach being fired. But the week before, when I was on, I said that he could get fired. And I'm glad. I'm glad not just because I'm a Giants fan. I'm glad as a mother who has sons that play football.
Yeah.
Dart has already had 4 concussions. And this is his 4th one.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't miss any games. He was Coach went in that tent and got the boy out the tent before he was even cleared for one of them.
But you got 2 veterans on the bench. You don't have to play that baby.
Well, he feels like he does, because he knew his job was on the line.
Yeah.
And let's face it, Russ can't finish a game. I don't care what's going on. Russ can start off good. He can come in on 4th quarter and can't finish us off. I don't know what it is, but he cannot play 4th quarter. That guy cannot. I don't know if he's nervous, if he's scared. I don't know what's going on, but he cannot play 4th quarter. And if we within the 7-yard line to get a touchdown, he can't get it in. He has to throw long. He can't throw short. So, I don't know. I don't know what we gonna do.
Ain't that how he lost the Super Bowl? That second Super Bowl to because he couldn't throw. He missed.
He couldn't throw short, right?
It was a short pass
with
and
Marshawn.
He didn't finish it. Well, no, because they should have. They should have run
the ball.
They should have just gave it to Marshawn.
Yeah. So
and Malcolm Butler picked it off. That's what happened to him.
Yeah. But they were mad at him because the play call was for a throw. And
that was stupid. You got the best running back in the game. That was
the best running back in the game.
Game.
Donna said Russ needs to retire. He has anxiety real bad. Really?
He does.
You could tell he's got anxiety real bad. I wonder what is the root of his anxiety? Because you're married to one of the most beautiful women in the world.
Well,
is that the anxiety?
Yeah, I think he ain't got no anxiety. He ain't got no anxiety when he out partying.
I think Russ has a personality disorder, and I've said this before. I think that he is like very extremely introverted and very socially awkward,
Okay.
and that's why he has done some of the stuff that he has done, because he has alienated people trying to get around it. He's doing the very thing he was trying to avoid, which is alienating his teammates and all of that stuff about wanting his own office and all of that stuff. He don't want. He's not comfortable. He does it. He has to do it. He has to speak to the media after the games, and he has to give interviews. He has to do all those things, and he can do those things because they're part of his job. But he can't. That is not his. He can't do it. He can't do it. And I agree that he has a lot of anxiety, and he tries to hype himself up to, he's clapping people on the sidelines and he's doing all these things. But I don't think he's comfortable. I think he's very socially uncomfortable. And I do agree that it's time for him to go.
And Tina said, is
like
Winston
Tina said,
up next?
is Winston up next?
I hope not.
Because I'm telling you, because wasn't Winston leading the league in interceptions?
Yes.
And he's not. Well, Russell is scheduled to play right now.
Oh, is
so?
Oh
yes,
no,
he's scheduled to play. Yeah, he's scheduled to play.
Dart
they
is
gonna
out
boo
on the
him. That's
concussion
not right.
protocol? So Dart's out
Well,
on concussion protocol now.
yes,
Okay.
he's still under question. They got a question beside him.
Okay.
Well,
So-
I hope they don't. Yeah, I hope they don't boo him like they did last time.
Oh, they
They
were
booed
booing
him?
him all the
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
Why they boo him?
He got
Yeah,
out
that's
there
New
and
York.
when he came, he just wasn't ready.
What
He couldn't get.
he
What was
can't.
it? What-
Y'all, come on now.
It's
They
because he
booed him. That
can't.
was disrespectful.
yes, they
Yeah, but
It
booed him.
was.
no,
It really
So
was.
disrespectful.
that's New York. I mean, that's New York. I mean, it is
Exactly.
what it is. That's like coming to Philly. You got to have a tough
You gotta, but I
skin
think that
to
I can
even go
halfway
to
see it
the
in Philly.
stadium.
anywhere in sports, because it's like that. Even on the couch, they've been giving our coach here the blues. You have to got nowhere in sport, everywhere in sports, you have to have some thick skin. You really have to not care about what people think, and that is an
That's true.
acquired
Yes.
skill that
That's
Everybody
have to
can't
learn.
do it.
Everybody
Right.
can't do that.
No.
A lot of people just take it so personal, and I think that's where a lot of the mental health stuff kind of comes from when
It
they
does.
really start struggling with being able to differentiate, taking stuff personal and just letting it just
And
go.
let me know.
Yeah,
I
But
agree.
the
And I
thing
agree.
is,
And the same, and getting back to Russ, that same thing. I mean, he eventually got
Yeah.
to a point where he had to say something back. Like you can't
Is
keep
that-
rolling
yes.
it.
I loved when he clapped back to Peyton.
Yeah.
And
me
he
too,
deserved it
Coach.
because Peyton had no business having his name, Russ's name in his mouth. There was no
Exactly.
need for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, there was no need for it.
I agree.
It's hard to hold it in. It is.
I-
Coach,
Wow.
look at that comment. Donna says she thinks Gino got Winston beat on the pick six king.
Well, we had
So when I
Gino
watched
too,
that
so
game the other day, Gino was obviously injured badly.
Yes.
Like he
Yes,
could
he was.
barely walk.
Yeah.
So who is they backup? You mean to tell me that your backup was that trash that you still had to keep that man in there knowing he couldn't move? And then if knowing you can't move, if I'm a defensive coach, I'm blitzing, knowing you can't move out the pocket.
Exactly.
I think he when you get to be of a certain age like Gino is,
Go home.
it's like if you come out of that game, you gonna stay out. Because there's people that's younger than you, that's faster than you, that's more durable than you, and you don't want to give it up. And so he knew he needed to come out, but it's like if I come out of this game, I know I'm done. Somebody gonna have my job.
Somebody's gonna have my job, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be able to get it back.
Tracy, what do you need to do, Tracy?
I mean, if you want to keep his
I don't know.
job,
Hey, Kelly Collins.
get in that treatment room and get it done.
Oh, Kenny Pickett is the backup quarterback.
Who is it?
Kenny Pickett. Is he the one that was with the Steelers last year?
Yeah, that boy is only what, 24, 25? Gino not coming out that game. No, sir, no, ma'am.
It's his last ride, honey. They trying to ride these jobs until, and I don't blame them. They trying to ride these jobs until the wheels fall off, and I'm not mad at them.
Literally.
On the sideline and never show
because
any
his
emotion.
wheels is about shaking, creaking right now.
Donna getting Gino the blues.
Poor Gino. See, this is why I'm afraid of my son getting to the next level, because y'all not gonna be talking about my baby like this.
But that's our nephew, Coach Terry. We ain't gonna talk about him.
That's our nephew. We're not gonna do him like that.
But it doesn't
We're gonna go talk.
Yeah, so Kenny won the Super
It
Bowl
doesn't
with
make
the
any
Eagles.
sense for him to be struggling like this when he's with his coach.
Yeah, Kenny won a Super Bowl with the Eagle because he was on the bench. He didn't do nothing but get a ring. He did nothing.
Because I don't remember him playing in that game.
He didn't play that one game.
No, he didn't.
When
I don't remember him playing in
he
that
had to
Super Bowl
come
game.
in behind Russ, he did okay. He was serviceable. But I'm saying he's with his coach. Like, unlike Russ's game is messed up because he's all over the place. But there should be some comfort that he finds in working under his coach that knows him. They know each other. He should be doing better. I don't understand.
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. So the coach, the offensive coordinator, or the coach and what's called you're talking about Gino?
Yeah, Gino and Pete Carroll.
And Pete Carroll were together in Seattle.
Yeah.
Gino was the backup quarterback to
Russ.
Will. Yes, right.
Mm-hmm.
So, but who is the offensive coordinator under Pete Carroll right now?
Now that's a good question. I don't know.
Right, because I'm telling you right now that, just from a coach's perspective, I'm gonna talk this all the time because y'all gonna keep learning. I'm gonna always have a teaching moment. Is when a lot of times these offensive coordinators have their own system and they have their playbook, and they get a quarterback and then they expect that quarterback to learn their playbook. And to me, it should be the opposite.
I agree.
Right? It should be, you need to know what the tendencies, the strengths of your quarterback is,
and play to that.
And then go find some plays or a playbook and create a playbook that enhances the skill set of your quarterback. And I think that's why I think that's even why who's a little boy that's now kicking all type of tails up with the Colts. That was trash when he was with
Danny Jones.
The Giants.
He was trash when he was with the Giants.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. But everybody was saying that was another.
It's not that. It's the coach as well. It's the coaches.
They were saying that's another indictment on Brian Dable, because why couldn't he play like that?
Why didn't he play like that under Brian? Or whoever the offensive coordinator was that was with the Giants.
Right.
Right. So yeah.
But they had spoke about it. Even Saquon and they talked subtle about the locker room not being straight. And I agree, because when Dart and Scatterboo came, then they were all excited. They was all excited at the beginning of the year. It was a total change. All us fans saw the change. And, it's one thing to lose all the time and don't have morale. But, if you lose close, but everybody getting along, having fun, it feels a little bit better, because it's a game. Ultimately, it's still a game, but it looked like we had hope.
It's still a game, and we still getting paid at the end of the day. So even if we it should still be fun. Yeah.
But when you start seeing your coach struggling or going to the line and getting hurt players, then it's a different story. So we'll see who.
I was going to say we got in the chat that Chip Kelly is the offensive coordinator for the Raiders.
Ignore.
Hey, I don't like him.
Me either.
Wasn't Chip Kelly the coach for the Philadelphia?
He was.
At one time,
wasn't he?
Uh-huh.
He was a coach after Andy left, wasn't he?
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, and
He
didn't.
I
tried.
don't like him.
No,
Mm.
no. I don't
And
see
he
him and
wasn't
Gino
good
being
then.
a good match.
He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't good.
No.
I mean, Philly was trash when he was the
He was.
head
He
coach
was.
when he was there.
He
Yeah,
was. And I
yeah,
know Shady was really not a happy camper up there when he was there.
yeah.
And I think I think a lot of them didn't. They
Didn't
wasn't
care
with
for him.
it.
Yeah, I don't think
Wasn't performing.
a player's coach, and I think being a player's coach really makes a big difference. And Chip
Mhm.
Kelly is one of those old school, he's got some old school
He does.
mentality, right, when it comes to I think black players. And and that's all I'm gonna say about him. He does need to
Yeah.
retire down.
But he needs to stick to the college ranks, I think.
Yeah,
Because you
either
can't
yeah,
bring some of that stuff don't
you
fly
can't.
with the grown men.
These are some grown men, and that stuff
Yeah.
that you talking that you
Mhm.
can talk to them
Would you like to
little
check it
boys.
now?
You're not getting ready to talk like that up here to these grown folks.
Right.
Ignore.
He was the
Yeah.
head coach for San Francisco. When was he the head coach for San Francisco after Harbaugh left?
I don't remember that.
No. Let me
I
see.
don't remember that. But
I
you're
don't
right,
remember that either.
Tifa.
Coach
You're
Bryant.
right, Tifa. He got rid of Shady and D Jackson.
Yeah.
He wasn't fool with that. That's why I don't like him.
I don't remember him being the head coach for San Francisco. The last coach I remember Singletary, and then after Singletary, I thought they brought in Harbaugh, and then after Harbaugh, I thought it was the coach right now. So was it before Singletary?
She said it was in 2016.
Was that before Singletary? That might have been before Singletary.
I think that was the last year that Colin Kaepernick was there, right?
Was that Collins last year? It might be. Yeah, it might be. I don't know. So
Well,
yeah, I just
Donna says that Donna says
got rid
Chip
of
and
all
Pete
the
don't
good
get
black players
along.
and kept Connor Riley, who loved to use the N word. That's what I'm talking about, Kelly.
Wait a minute, what now?
Yeah. So she said Chip
come
got
again?
rid of all the good black players and kept Connor Riley, who loved to use the N word. Yeah, I thought Chip was him when it came to he was one. I'm gonna use the word. I'm gonna be real respectful and use the word old school.
Mhm.
He's got the type of attitude that our president kind of carries. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So Chip and Pete don't see
They
eye
are
to eye,
president.
and I can see that Chip and Pete don't see eye to eye because Pete Carroll's old school, but Pete Carroll wants to win, and I felt like he was fair. He didn't
was
have
always a players coach too.
I felt like he was always a players coach. I absolutely felt like.
But it's showing on the field that they're not on the same page.
They're not on the same sheet of music.
Yeah.
We just lost. Who we just lose?
Stacy.
Stacy. Okay. So does Tracy think her season is over? I think you said that last week. Tracy, did you feel like your season is over?
I truly do. I do.
There's some feedback in this conversation now.
You have feedback?
You hearing feedback?
You still hear it?
Yeah, I don't. You're muted, Janice, but I don't hear any feedback on this side. Y'all hear feedback? Tasha, you hear
Now
feedback?
I don't hear it now. It must have been Stacy trying to come back on or something because I don't hear it now.
Okay,
we've lost 6 games, and so yeah, I think we're pretty much done. And we got the whipping that I knew Detroit was going to give us.
Right.
We still don't know when our quarterback is coming back. We did get the news that his elbow dislocation wasn't serious, didn't tear any major ligaments or tendons.
Okay, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, he just needs to rest it for a couple of weeks, even though it's not his throwing arm. But he still needs to rest it for a couple of weeks. But I think by the time he comes back, it's not going to matter. We could never get him and Terry and Debo on the field at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is just gonna be rebuilding year because of injuries.
Well, let me see. So y'all schedule. Let's see. You got the Dolphins next.
Yes, we're playing the Dolphins in Barcelona on Sunday.
Okay.
They
Oh, so
touched
that's an
down
early
today.
game. Like, oh, so that means I get to get up
9:30.
early and watch a game.
Yes.
That one.
So they
Okay.
touched down in Barcelona today.
Okay.
And so
then you have the Vikings, the Giants, the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Eagles.
we have a bye after this.
Okay.
So a bye between this game and Minnesota.
Right. So the you got a bye. It's showing me the Broncos on the 11th. It's got the Broncos. It's got the Dolphins, then the Broncos, and then I think there's a bye week. Then maybe no, I don't think there's a bye week.
After the Broncos. Okay, I have to check.
And then the Vikings. That could possibly be a win. You're gonna beat the Giants, and then you got the Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles at the last 3 games. Those will be tough. But you just never
did
know.
Did she say that right, Easy? Did I hear she just slip that in right quick? Oh yeah, y'all gonna beat the Giants. What?
Well, if Dart is
we
back,
might get
then,
somebody off the practice team.
Back, no, it's not. Like I said, depends on with Dart being back.
If he's back, it'll be.
Okay, now who took over? Who did they put as the new interim head coach for New York, Tasha?
Nothing yet. Nothing is said yet. Not a single peep. Everyone is saying, "Oh, get Bill Belichick." Well, no, he need to stay. He can't even win a game here in North Carolina, so he need to stay where he is.
They're not going to bring anybody in, but normally what they do is they'll promote one of the coordinators, either the offensive coordinator or the defensive coordinator. So it's one of them taking over as the head coach. And
they haven't said anything yet. But if it would be, it would be Mike.
Verbal. No, verbal.
No, Kofa. Kofa. Yeah, Ko something. KAFKA.
That's strange that they would do that and not name somebody right away to be an interim.
Like normally, as soon as they fire somebody, they already know and they will already go ahead and name, because right now you still have to be practicing.
Who's running practice tomorrow?
Somebody needs to be.
That's the same people. I done searched everywhere looking for what's going on.
Who took over?
And that's the only name that they said that would that have a chance.
That's a leadership problem right there. Because there's no way that you're going to fire a coach in the middle of the season and then not go ahead and give everybody on who the interim is going to be, who's going to fill those roles.
And while you're at it, why would you keep the GM? They were talking about that this morning. You're going to keep the GM. You're going to let him hire the next coach.
The GM should have been fired first. The GM fired him to save his job. Yeah, but he needs to go too.
I think so.
Okay. They got old leadership there, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
Kind of like what we got over at Dallas.
That's what they say.
I mean, in New York, it's Italian. It's all about.
I think their ownership goes even further back than that. Like it's still in the family from the the 30s and 40s.
Whenever. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Well, we might all have to come on here and do a history of each other's teams and stuff like that, on just where we've come from and where we at. That one might be a good show one day, and we might have to do that.
I don't know. That's not going to be good for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, sometimes
my owner was a racist.
Oh, I know. Mine was too.
like a real racist.
Mine was too.
To the point where he was not going to hire any black people, and our team was the last franchise in the NFL to integrate, and only then under threat of losing federal funds for our stadium.
Wow.
So that means that there's a great chance that the new stadium is going to be named after Pound 47.
We are not entertaining that discussion.
Yes.
I can
So is
tell you
that
there will be no stadiums, no airports, no nothing named after nobody. It's
so? Who
we're
is it?
gonna
Y'all
stick
stadium?
with
I thought it was the Commander Stadium. Which stadium he wants to be named after him?
That the new
ours.
one, the
The
new
new
And
one
The
the
that's
new
new
one.
being built.
yeah.
Yeah.
okay, now answer me this: is it going to be a dome?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. If you are a northern a team up north
Mhm.
anywhere and it's cold and it's snow and you're getting ready to build a new stadium, it is very ignorant for it not to be a dome.
Well, I think that they want to keep the elements as a part of the competitiveness and fairness of the game. I think they do. Like Green Bay, for example, they never had a dome,
I know
and
they
and
haven't,
they and
and same with Buffalo. But what I'm saying is that
It,
going forward,
mhm.
if they decide to remodel or get a new stadium in the next however many years, it would be
yeah,
stupid to not
it
get a
would
dome.
definitely be more profitable to do that
Yeah, for
for
because now
But
sure.
you
they
can
can
use the
do
dome
like
for
the
everything.
SoFi. They can have it where the
Where
ceiling opens. You know, they don't.
yeah,
Mhm.
because now you could use it for a lot of other, now you can host concerts and all other types of
Right.
events in there to
Mhm.
raise funds. As you can't
Mhm.
do that when it's cold and it's
And of
raining.
course, Jerry Leroy, he has a closed stadium, and he's still blinding people with the sun.
Don't worry about Jerry Leroy. Leave Jerry Leroy alone.
I had just heard about
Tracy
this
not
the other
mad at
day.
him this time. She not mad at him.
Who was that?
Oh,
I can't
Kelly
remember
said,
who it was, but they were
I want to
saying
go
that
back to what
the
Kelly
sun
said.
was blinding them on one end of
Oh
the
yeah,
stadium.
dead wrong. So Murchison and Schramm weren't racist, but yeah, George Preston Marshall was a whole
Yeah,
was
he
on another
was.
whole another level.
He was. Yeah, so
Oh, and
I
Kelly
mean, I
said she
think
was
it's a good
on the Zoom
storyline to
call
do.
about the stadium and the RFK site will be domed.
Okay.
It would be stupid. I'm just saying
Mhm,
all new
mhm.
stadiums right now being made in the forever is stupid for it not to be a dome.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more profitable to make it a dome because then you can
Yeah.
host Super Bowl and
Now you could do more stuff. Now you could host a Super Bowl. Now you could,
Mhm.
you could just do a whole lot more stuff with it. But yeah,
Yeah,
and don't nobody want to be. Listen, I don't know how them Buffalo people do it,
me either, and them Green Bay
Oh.
people.
or them Green Bay people, because it is cold up there. I don't know how they do it.
I don't either.
And
Green
and there
Bay
and
spent
it
the
is an
whole
advantage.
weekend
Yeah, and it is an advantage
warming
if
the
you're
stadium.
coming from Miami or Tampa Bay or
True.
or any of the warm states, and you're going up there. It's got to be because it's hard for you not to be climatized when you're
Mhm.
not used to the cold like that. It is
Yeah.
cold. Yeah, it's cold. Okay, good stuff. Well, okay, where we at? On let me check my notes. V, where's V at? I ain't even seen V on here. V the one that gave us up my little notes for today. Thank you, V, for our notes. Oh, Darren Payne suspended for punching St. Brown for the Commanders. Tracy,
Yes, ma'am.
what happened with Darren Payne and St. Brown?
Um, Payne has a fighting problem already. Payne was fighting his own teammates a couple years back, so he has a bit of a temper. But I missed it. I didn't see it. I
Okay.
missed it. I wasn't in front of the TV at that particular time, but he did come out with video footage of what's his name? What's the player's name? I can't even think his name right now.
St.
St.
Brown or somebody
Brown
else? Okay.
hitting him
Okay.
first.
Oh, St. Brown hit,
Yeah,
and it's
St.
always the
Brown.
second person
The
that gets
second
busted.
person
Ignore.
get that retaliates gets caught. Yes, but he was upset because he claimed that the referee clearly saw St. Brown hit him
Oh,
and
yeah.
didn't call it. And so, he's just got to do better. And I was talking to some of my fellow commanders ladies earlier, and we were just talking about how you have to use restraint and you have to use self-control at key points during a football game, or
You have
else
to.
or else. And I know you being a coach, I know you coach
You
this.
have to.
But sometimes there's
You
just a
cannot
mashup
react.
of
You have to
just
use no emotion most of the time.
yes. I mean, there's a time to be emotional.
Yes,
But in
absolutely.
critical points of the game, you have to keep your wits about you.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, there's just a mashup of testosterone and adrenaline and, emotion. And it just, it stuff happens.
And stuff
And
just
so it
happens.
just,
And
yeah.
but the rep was right there. And so I just don't, to me there's no excuse for that. And I don't know if they get fined for that, but to me there should be fines in their contract for when you lose your head, because at this point, again, to me it goes back to the mental stuff. The game is mental.
It
Like
is.
we tell our kids all the time that the game is mental. You always have to be at an even keel. And yeah, it's good to show some emotion, but the negative emotion, you got to have a grip on the negative emotion. You just can't
For
be
sure.
out here
For
acting a fool.
sure.
And then a lot of times the refs are just looking for a reason to throw a flag.
And here it is. He has an opportunity to go to Barcelona and play in
Now
this game,
and
and
now
now
he's
it's
suspended.
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now he's suspended. Hey, Big
And,
Shaq. Yeah.
and I don't know, when we'll be invited back. So yeah, it was a huge mental error on his part to do that.
Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so did I touch base? Okay, so we had a bye week. We didn't got the Commanders out the way, and y'all got the Dolphins this week. What do you think? What's the pregame looking like? Because Tua, the Miami is struggling right now, especially after Cheetah went down for the season.
Yeah.
So Tua has lost one of his biggest playmakers in the and then I don't know what else is going on with them. Well, I don't know what's going on with Miami, but who cares?
Mhm.
Y'all might have a chance to go win.
My father-in-law, he used to like boxing, so he would call this game two bums slugging it out. So I don't know. We'll see.
Oh,
It's,
so
it's,
Miami. Oh, that's right. Miami did blow out the Bills on
yeah,
Sunday.
they
I don't
did.
know how that happened, because
Me
the Bills
either.
are good.
I don't know how that happened
I don't
either.
know how that happened. But sometimes, sometimes it's just
I
a
think
matchup, and
I
sometimes you
think it
just
was all of that black magic him and Peyton Manning were doing on that commercial.
that could be the case.
I think they
Right.
got
And
jinxed.
so yeah, so I guess hold on, let me see if they have the over and under on here. Yeah, they got no, they got y'all with a 51% chance of winning. But it's
Uh,
even. It's like 51% chance Washington, 48% chance Miami. So to me, that could go either way. That depends on turnovers. That depends on whose defense steps up the most. So this game could go
It
either way.
really could. It really
It could
could.
go
But
either way. But
but
yeah, Timmy,
Payne
give us
plugs
that.
up that hole on the run game though. That's what he does. He plugs up the hole on the run game.
Yeah, and so now you're going to be missing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to say one more thing about my team before we get to Janice. Janice, hang on one second.
It's okay. I want y'all to explain and sell y'all teams. Okay.
No, this is just a point of information that I just wanted to make public for everybody who had not heard or didn't know that our defensive coordinator, Joe Witt, has been relieved of his play calling duties for this week. not of his job, but just his play calling duties for this week.
So Quinn is running the play calling?
Yes, Quinn is going to be calling defensive plays this week. He had prior to this, Joe Witt ran the defense from the booth. And so this past Sunday, Dan Quinn had asked him to come down from the booth and run it from the sideline. And so we got beat by 22 with that. So now next strategy is don't say nothing. I'm gonna call the plays.
You know what? That surprises me because when I'm in the booth, I have a better and a more of a wider view of the field than I do when I'm on the sideline. So that kind of surprises me that well, maybe that's why.
Here's what I think.
For me, that's why you brought him to the sideline when he's used to being in the booth, and you can't see from the sideline.
I think but you know, Dan Quinn is old school, so I think what Dan wants is it's just like when you know your mother is watching you, and she's like on the sideline, like you better not mess up. Like I'm watching, I'm right here, like you. So I think the fussing and the hollering and the slapping on the back and all of the stuff that to get your guys going on motivated on the sideline, I think that's what he wanted from him. I think he wanted more interaction or more. He wanted the players to look at his face when they messed up, like come off the field and look at him and hear him and fear him or just.
But wasn't Witt y'all's DC last year?
He was.
Y'all was good.
I think he was, but
Kelly said he was a beast when he was with the Cowboys.
Yeah, he was our defensive coordinator last year.
And really don't have.
But we had better personnel. We had
better personnel. So who did y'all lose on defense?
We lost. I'm so bad with the names. We lost number 6. I just know number 6.
Gotcha. Okay.
Guys, I wish I knew the names offhand. I was sending my commanders ladies in the comments to help me out.
Yeah.
We lost 2 good defensive players last year.
Okay. Did you lose them to trade?
Chin was one of them. Chin.
Okay.
What's his name? I can't think of the first name. Last name was Chin. He was a one.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't think of the name of the other ones. But yeah, we lost some good defensive players.
Does losing 2 players really make that much of a difference? I guess so, because when we lost our defense made a big difference.
It can. Now we lost St. Jude's. That we needed to lose him. But but if I had known that Lattimore was going to be the way he was, we could have kept St. Jude's because at least he was cheaper.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes I think it's difficult. I think this is just my perspective. It seems like once these fellas get their money, they let up off the gas. They do whatever they need to do. It's like being in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They court you. Then when they get you, and then they get soft and they don't want to do. They don't want to do all the things it took to get you, right? And I think I think a lot of these players kind of fall into that same thing where they do what they need to do to get their next contract.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they get that next contract, I don't know, it just goes. We see that a lot with the Cowboys. I'm not even going front. Yeah, we see a lot with the Cowboys. It just seems like once they get their money, it's hard to get them to play as hard as they once did when they were trying to get the contract money. Tony said our defense wasn't good last year. It was mid. Our offense was better. So you're saying last year when Daniels came, y'all were able to overcome the defense because you were able to score more points.
That's accurate.
Okay. That makes sense, Tony. I see that. That's the nature of the game. You got to score. You just got to score more points than the other team.
Would you like to check it now?
Yeah. So.
All right, Janice is ready to burst now.
Janice, are you ready? Fly, Eagles, fly, Janice.
That's right. Woo! NFC East is not easy, but I will have to say that game last night was slow and boring. I mean, but real football players, lovers, no. That's the kind of game you want to see because you see them people earning their paycheck on both sides of the ball. I mean, we went all the way past halftime with no scoring.
No
So
score.
that
Yeah.
meant,
Yes, the
you
fourth
know,
quarter. Mhm.
I mean, and Love tried because I think was it our new person Philip. He was doing what we paid him to do. That's why I'm listening at your coach saying when they get money, they don't act right. But I think it's like a job. It's just like you playing for somebody who appreciates you. And everybody that we picked up performed last night. They did what we expected them to do. It got scary. They even tried so many hanky panky stuff at the end. It didn't work, but we got it through. I even seen where V always asks, but AJ talked with sense when he got done. I mean, when they interviewed him, he wasn't mad that he didn't get the ball, because he knew that the safety was good on the Green Bay. So I think pretty much that kind of plan is what it's going to take to get to the Super Bowl because no one else that I heard of, I mean that I've heard so far, mentioned during a bye week. I know Tracy yours is coming up, but we went shopping. We knew that we made up our mind we wasn't going to let AJ control our destination with his you know tyrants and all of these things. We know
Mhm.
as you can see, Saquon is not always on his game, so he need bag up. We pretty I like how our owner listened to the coach. Now our offensive coach, we still working on him, giving him a trip slip out of there because it seemed like he's undercover wanting us to lose. I think they better check and see if he's side betting because he does so
Yeah.
horrible. And when they take things into their own control, then it gets better because Jalen then comes out and throw those long, beautiful passes to Smitty. Otherwise, you see Saquon not going nowhere. He giving him the ball? No. So we're gonna. I think we're getting in our
Okay. So
minds to perform.
I love what you just said. So a lot of times what the offensive coordinators do is they try to set the defense up, right? So they'll run a formation and it'll look like the same formation. And so then the defense thinking it's going to be one thing. So they'll run Saquon in hopes that the defense will start to kind of go into a box, right? And what they'll do
Mhm.
is they'll try to compact, and then that leaves the open and the flats open. And so that's just how a lot of offensive coordinators like to set up the defense. And sometimes you run a play that don't make absolutely any sense, but a lot of times it's just setting the defense up for the bigger play.
Oh, okay. So I'm happy with our team, the way we played. Like I say, some people seen it as boring, but I like that we stopped them. We just didn't get ran over because they tired or they got attitude problem. We still got some locker room work to do, but we're gonna get it together because I think we all bottom line want to go back to the Super Bowl as a repeat, three-peat, or not can't be a three-peat, but as a repeat and start chasing these trophies because you know it's still early, but I think we're gonna set it up to move forward. We still
I
got a
love
little money to spend.
Still got a little money to spend. Well, I
Yeah,
love
because
seeing, Devontae make his he made an absolutely fantastic catch. And I think my biggest thing with them winning, of course, is I'm gonna always go with the NFC East over any other team, especially a team that we should have beat and that we ended up tying with. Because for some reason, when it comes to the playoffs, we always see Green Bay in the playoffs and
Mhm.
they knocking us out. So
They do. They have your number for
they
sure.
have our numbers for, yeah, definitely for sure. And
Mhm.
Tracy,
And
not
mix
too
it up,
much.
Mike
Not
King.
too much, Tracy. Not too much. Not too much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
But I
ma'am.
also, but you know what though, but even so, that Stacy and Tracy, I think that when we had what's his name that came from Green Bay, I think that they had his number because they knew who he was as a coach because he was there for so long, and I just feel like we
Talk
just
about
couldn't
McCarthy. Talk about
McCarthy. Yeah,
McCarthy.
when we had McCarthy,
Baby,
yeah, they
let's
had
not
McCarthy.
discuss him, baby, because woo, Jesus.
Did he ever beat? I don't think did he ever beat Green Bay? I don't
Never.
know.
And
No.
he should have beat him. We
Yeah,
got
I don't think
we
he ever
got
beat Green
skull
Bay.
drugged by Green Bay
Green
when he
Bay
was
when he was
there.
coach. Yes, right. And he
Woo.
came from Green Bay, right? So that's
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that they definitely had their number, but hopefully we'll get that because I still have nightmares with Green Bay when Dez Bryant caught that ball and they didn't give it to him because
Oh,
Dez
yeah.
caught it.
Exactly. Dez caught the ball. Okay.
And then you know what though? I'm happy that now that I know that we almost got the Giants fired coach as our coach before.
Oh, before y'all got Quinn, Doble
Before we
was
got
supposed to be at the with the was one of the last with the Commanders, and y'all end up choosing Quinn over Doble.
Mhm. So
Oh,
that would have been all bad. I mean, just show how things work out. I don't know. It would have
well,
probably not been like it's going.
well,
well,
this is
No.
my thing. This is my thing. You have a lot of turnover when it comes to a certain demographic of coaches. It's like they just put them in a hat with their names in them and shake it
Mhm.
up, and then they get new jobs. But the
yes.
black coaches don't get that. I'm
Don't ever,
shocked that
yeah.
Flores, because Flores still don't have no job. Is he on somebody's bench? I'm
He's
surprised
with
that the
right.
guy that's with Tampa Bay has it. What's Tampa Bay's coach name?
Balls.
Bowles. I'm
Mhm.
surprised
So
he got a job, especially after trash. But I don't think anybody can win at New York Jets.
Nobody. I
No.
just pray
I don't
Aaron
care how good you
Glenn.
are.
I just
You didn't
pray
have the
Aaron
great
Glenn get
coach.
another
Yeah,
chance.
yeah. I
Mhm.
just don't know. I just don't know how you can win because I just don't know how you can win with the Jets. You know what I mean? Again, I love me. Justin Fields is like a nephew to me, and I just don't know who got. Oh, one of y'all got the Jets this weekend.
mm-mm.
Hunter threw him under the bus.
Oh,
Nope, we got Detroit.
y'all got Detroit. Oh, that's gonna be a
Mhm.
tough game. So
Yes.
that's one of those. That's one of those games. That's a toss.
Mhm.
You got to play a perfect game. You can't have no turnovers. You got to make the plays when you need to make the plays. It has to be a flawless game in order to win that game.
Yeah, cause we did have a lot of penalties, a lot
Yeah.
unnecessary fumbles. It just
Yes. And you have to play. When you a team like the Lions, it's a toss up. So you got to play flawless in order to because it could go either way.
but then you know what too? I know that we like playing under pressure. We play different when we know that the Lions ain't coming to play, then we
Yeah.
play different. We're more
Janice.
cautious.
Janice.
Basically, I'm
Janice.
talking about my Eagles right now. I'm talking about my champion team right now.
Oh, Latifa, yeah, Latifa said Coop's holding calls had pissed her off. Yeah, yeah, because
Mhm.
that's what I'm talking about. That game is one of those. Okay, so both of those games, um, well, heck, all of them because we got the Raiders. That's a toss
Yep.
up.
Yep.
Um, we're both to me we both trash right now. Sorry, Stacy.
Coach,
Right?
coach. Don't don't you ever say this on this panel. Okay? Don't call me in and tell me that. Don't do it in public.
But we got to do Stacey, we just got to do better. We just got to do better
Then
because
we got agent.
I'm DC for life, baby. But when we bad, and when we need to get it together, I'm gonna tell the truth. We need to
Well,
get
we gonna get that defense ought to look a little different this weekend. It ought to look a little different.
Okay. Well, I hope so. I think we need to change. Whoever's doing our play calling needs to change too. I think we need
Oh,
to get rid of our
baby, Matt needs to be fired. I'm gonna call Jerry one more time about that. I'm gonna say Jerry Leroy.
Send him a text or an email or something.
Yeah, baby, because he needs to go, baby. I can't take him.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not doing it. So who else we got? The Commanders and the Dolphins, and that's a toss up.
Man, them Dolphins been coming out when they get ready.
Yeah,
they already
just played a good game against the Bills, so that's the toss up. And then
who New York got? Who New York got, Coach?
Oh Lord,
Green Bay.
Green Bay. Y'all got Green Bay?
Oh, y'all could beat them.
Y'all can beat them.
They ain't hit no nothing, Natasha. Y'all can beat them.
I think so.
No, Tasha said her quarterback can't finish. You got to finish with Green Bay.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, if he want to be relevant.
So if Russ is quarterback, and that's gonna be tough.
Michael gonna do him bad, baby. Michael gonna do him bad.
Rustin played himself out of the Hall of Fame.
I think so. I think so, Natasha.
I think so too. Yeah. So the Eagles and Lions is gonna be that's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a toss up. Oh, and that's the primetime game too. So good. I at least I won't miss that one. And then on Monday night we got we go to the Raiders.
Yeah, we go to Vegas. I'm gonna call them tomorrow and tell them no gambling. Go out there with y'all man together. I'm gonna call tomorrow. Don't go out there being foolish now. I ain't done that this week.
No, he gonna fall down the stairs. Off the elevator, up the escalator.
So
Janet, you just worry about the birds doing something.
So I think the Raiders have a really, the Raiders, I think defense is really, really good. Right.
Yeah.
I think
but they ain't got no offense.
But I think but the offense is suspect because if Gino Donna you said Pickett is quarterback in this week?
I hope not.
Is it gonna be Pickett or Gino?
Gino in that treatment room, I'm telling you.
Hey, Gino is in that. Listen, he's gonna be like, shoot me up with whatever steroid or whatever I got to do because I am going to play because he could barely walk that last game.
Right.
It was ridiculous that he was still, And Stacy just said that's gonna be a boring Monday night game.
The Raiders might show up. You never know. The Raiders, I'll be betting with the Raiders.
Coach, tell Stacy don't worry about. Tell Stacy she don't need to worry about nothing go on in the East. So every time we look at the orange and brown, it's boring to me. Tell her that.
Didn't they lose to the Jets?
I think Shador playing with them this week.
Is Shador playing this week?
I think so. They ain't finna let Kevin Stefanski ain't finna let Shador play nothing, not even marbles.
You know what? I can see them playing Shador this week because
I think so.
Because it's the Ravens. Because it's the Ravens. So I think at one time they were talking about during the draft about Shador going to the Ravens. But then they were like, but Shador ain't trying to be on the bench as the number 2 forever behind Jackson.
Right.
And so I can just see them just out of spite, just playing him just because it is the Ravens. So so that you can see why, you wasn't about to go to the Ravens and you wasn't about to take his spot.
I hope they
do.
He's
number 5. When they just go number 2 wouldn't have hurt him none. He's number 5 over there. They got 17 quarterbacks.
They got 11 quarterbacks over with the Browns.
I hope they do start him against Baltimore, and I hope he beat Baltimore. Then what?
Yeah, me too. But I think
what?
Because they said his daddy said he think he going to a game. He told him, I'm not going to go to your game until you play.
So, Stacy, we know the brown and orange is not in the NFC East, but we want to talk about them anyway because Shador is our nephew, and we gonna ring about Shador.
I agree.
All right, well, we'll go
We
back to the
made our rounds.
NFC.
We talked
We'll go
about
back to the
all of our
NFC.
teams.
I think we kind of covered everything in the
Yeah,
NFC.
we did. We've covered everybody, so we got
yeah,
a couple of minutes
like I
for our
said, the
nephew.
Cowboys and Raiders game. I think it's a toss up. For me, it could go either way. I think the Raiders defense is good. But I think that if I don't know.
Well,
And this is my thing. This is my thing with the Raiders that a lot of people don't know. Okay, so there's a guy on the Raiders that used to be with Seattle. He was a safety at Seattle, and now he's a linebacker with the Raiders, and his name is Jamal Adams, and he used to be the highest paid. He used to be the highest paid safety in the league.
Right.
Right. And that bad. He's got some. I think he's got something going on against the league or something, because I think he was feeling blackballed or something like at one time, and he's got something to prove. And Crosby is it Crosby? Is
Max Crosby?
Because Max is bad.
Right? We ain't worried about none of that.
Sis, our pass rushers got to be on. Otherwise, that's going to be on his butt all game.
Coach Terry, Agent O back.
He back.
He back, baby. He playing. Yeah.
Okay, so I love when we get our players back, but sometimes they just be a little rusty when they come back.
He ain't rusty, baby. He got some good oil on him.
Sometimes it takes them a game or so in order for them to get it together. Yes, Adams is a beast. And plus, I kind of know him personally, right? So,
Well, I ain't said nothing about no Adams, Crosby. That little crazy man that be chewing that gum so hard, he gonna bite his tongue. Don't care. Just go out there and do our thing.
Who you talking about?
Y'all gonna be gambling, so y'all not gonna pay attention. Y'all gonna be betting against yourself.
Pete Carroll chew that gum so hard, I just know he gonna bite his tongue one day.
My thing with Pete Carroll is, he's the Super Bowl. He's probably going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's probably a Hall of Fame coach. And Kelly says she hopes that they play and win the game for Marshawn.
So
I hope that
they want to know who Agent O is.
Overshawn. Who don't know who Agent O is? Jesus.
So that's what I think too. I really hope that this is a game where they play for Marshawn, right?
Yes.
So that they're inspired, and that, and they're going to have to in order to be able to win this game at Vegas. Yeah, at Vegas.
We don't care that everybody beat Vegas at Vegas. So what? Jesus.
I'm going with the Raiders.
Well, that's your business, and I'm going with Detroit.
Between the Cowboys and the Raiders. Tracy, who you got between the Cowboys and the Raiders?
I'm going with the Raiders.
Natasha, who you got?
Well, I'm hoping for the Raiders. I'm hoping for the Raiders, so I don't have to hear the Cowboys.
Yes. I ain't never picking the Cowboys.
It's just me and you.
Baby, and I never picked DJ T team. I never picked the Buzzers, and sure enough, they go pick this midget. So guess what? We even.
Yes, we are even.
That is funny. All right, Tracy, who you got between the Lions and the Eagles?
Lions.
The Lions.
Lions.
Natasha,
They're coming off of a big win over us, and and it's a good NFC matchup. They'll see each other again in the playoffs. Yeah. So I think both teams, going to bring their A games. but I think Detroit has a good momentum, and I think they will beat.
Gotcha.
Y'all do for a
Tasha,
loss, Janice.
Tasha, who you got? The Lions or the
We going.
Eagles?
It's okay. We got this.
Yeah, I would say, I would say the Lions will win, but the Eagles do like to come at the last second and do something. So I'm gonna say the game is gonna be close, maybe a field goal in
Oh yeah, because
between.
Vegas is already
You
saying that it's
know,
gonna be a close game. It's gonna
it's
go either
gonna be
way.
a
It's
real
only like a
close
2 point.
game.
Yeah, it's only on like a 2.5 point favorite.
Hmm
Favorite
I
for
would
the
say, or somebody's gonna have to go for two in order to
yeah.
win. So,
Hmm.
I don't know, for some reason them raggedy birds do be pulling it out at the last second. But so we'll see whether,
You know what?
the
I'm
last
agree.
second they be dropping them balls all in the beginning, but that fourth quarter they know how to play. So,
Gotcha.
we'll see.
You know what? That's our psychological strategy.
Oh, girl, y'all ain't got no
Because
second nothing.
so I'm gonna say it's not gonna be a close game. We mad about how they took every inch of our energy out of us with the Green Bay. So I think we gonna whoop the Detroit, because Detroit, I'm telling you, although they haven't been playing like they want to go back to the playoffs, if you
Playoffs.
ask
Did
me.
last week. They did again.
Well, look what they was playing against. They took advantage of y'all while y'all was hurt. Now, if
True.
y'all had
Janice, you can fix that up and put a bow on it
no,
any kind of
no,
way you want to put it on there. You gonna get stuffed. Now
no,
call me after you get
no.
stuffed. You gonna get
Okay.
stuffed.
Well, we gotta hear it, but I'm gonna tell you, we don't want to hear it, so we're gonna take care of our business right now.
Okay.
All right. All right.
All right. All right. Tracy, Giants or the Packers?
Green
Baby,
Bay. Green Bay for sure.
Michael Parson by itself.
Janice, Packers or the Giants?
Wait a minute. What is Dart coming back?
We don't know
Will Dart
yet.
be back?
I don't think so.
No, baby.
Okay. I'm
think
gonna have to
Russell
go with
Wilson
Green Bay. Going with Green Bay. If Dart not gonna
What?
be back, I'm going with Green Bay.
Yeah, it's time for him to sit out a game so his brains can get gel back.
Yeah. All right, Janice. The Commanders or the Dolphins?
Ooh, the Dolphins.
Tasha, the
Going
Commanders
with
or
the
the Dolphins?
Dolphins.
Stacey.
I think the Commander's gonna do something.
My girl.
you
All
know,
right.
Miami hit or miss.
I think Miami's hit or
Mhm.
miss. They've been struggling, but they did have a great win against the Bills. Bills are a great team.
Team, right?
Right. I didn't watch that game, so I would have to go and see what that game plan looked like. But they did a great job of game planning against the Bills. Sometimes just the matchups are just,
In the division games, that's how they go.
Yeah.
That's how they go.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't
Stacey, who
going
you
for
got?
I'm gonna go for the Dolphins because I ain't no way I can cheer for a DJT team. I can't do that.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I might reconsider. Where are the Dolphins gonna be? Are they gonna be at the Commanders' house?
Everybody's gonna be in Barcelona.
No, in Barcelona.
Oh, yeah.
Spain.
Okay. I'm
It's on a
staying with the
neutral.
Dolphins.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on a neutral field. Yeah. And it's early in the morning.
Yeah, it's early game.
Okay.
I like my guys.
Well, early for us. It'll be in the afternoon for them, but it'll be early for us.
Mm-hmm.
But that jet lag and time, just don't know. You just don't never know.
Yeah, it could go either way.
Or either way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think that who did I say had the over and under on that one?
It was
close.
51-48.
48.
Yeah. That's either way.
And that could go either way. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Well, as we know, the East ain't
It
easy.
ain't easy.
Ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
Nope.
And it's us
Any
against
given Sunday.
everybody else. And it's the East against everybody.
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 Thank you, Miss Terry, for hosting again. Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you, Coach.
Good job, Coach.
Absolutely. Anybody got
Good
any
job.
questions or anything before we go?
No.
Okay, good, 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 good. So, ladies, if you guys are on here watching for the first time, this is the Black Women Love Football, the East Ain't Easy podcast. Tomorrow is our wind down Wednesday at the same time, correct? Same time, 8
No.
o'clock tomorrow?
No, it's earlier.
No, 7 o'clock.
It's at
7
7
o'clock.
o'clock. My bad. 7 o'clock. So tomorrow, make sure you grab you something to drink and your wine and your shot glass or whatever, and come check out Wind Down Wednesdays. And then Stacy's on Friday and Monday. And
Yes.
Monday. Yeah,
Saturday,
Monday at noon.
she's on a couple things. So, but what I need y'all to do is make sure that y'all go and subscribe. Make sure that we are commenting and we are sharing and we are building up our Black Women Love Football um uh channel, so that we
Mm-hmm.
can because we need to get it monetized so that we can use it to pay for our national events that we're getting ready to be having, and also to help with some of our meetups. If you guys have a meetup going on this week, make sure you guys go into the group, check to see whether or not there's a local meetup in your area. Make sure you go to the game, take lots of pictures, and make sure y'all are dropping them in the group. Listen, be a fan and not a fanatic. Let's talk about being a fan. Being a fan is talk about your team and shout out your team and stop talking about everybody else's team. That's all I'm gonna say about
Absolutely.
it.
Be there, Stacy.
There it is.
You heard it here first, folks.
There it is. We can really get along in the group if everybody would just talk about their team and shout out their team and stop worrying about what everybody else's team is. As a Cowboy
Correct.
fan, y'all haters have kept us relevant for 30 years because y'all can't just keep our name out your mouth when all you got to do is not talk about the Cowboys because we ain't did nothing in 30
Exactly.
years.
Oh, that's how you gonna do it, Coach, huh?
No, we still teach you for life.
We
Always.
we that now.
How
We
about them
always
Cowboys?
gonna be that.
All
But
right.
they
I
like
think,
to talk
I think
about it.
that's it. I think that's it. Tina Childs, Donna Jacobs, Stacy, anybody else? Kelly, thank you for coming on. Diane Barney, Tifa, Julia. Thank y'all for coming on.
Right.
Tara, thank you for coming on. Anybody that I miss? I think that's it. I think that's
The
it.
whole bird gang
The whole bird gang. Good luck.
representing.
Yeah, good luck this weekend, everybody's team. Regardless, we're all NFC East. And y'all, the East
Please
ain't
ain't
easy.
Ain't
Ain't easy.
easy.
It
Good
ain't
night.
easy. Good night.
Good night,
good
y'all. Love
night.
y'all.
Good night.